top stories. Marina opens applications for boards of examiners. IMO'S new video highlights need for domestic ferry regulations. PCG strengthens partnership with PMMA. Core Power pushes for nuclear-powered shipping. Welcome to Marine World Weekend. I am Bakani. The Maritime Industry Authority is looking for qualified marine officers who will serve as members of the boards of examiners under the Marina STCW office. Marina is in need of 2 Board of Marine Deck Officers, 3 Board of Marine Engine Officers, 4 Board of Engine Ratings, 4 Board of Deck Ratings, and 5 examiners of auxiliary proficiencies. Interested applicants may send their application documents through stcw_asd@mail.marina.gov.ph on or before October 26, 2021 and shall be addressed to Marina STCW Executive Director Vice Admiral Rene Medina. The documents to be submitted are as follows. According to the implementing rules of the Republic Act 10635, among the primary duties and responsibilities of the boards of examiners are to establish examination and assessment procedures for marine deck officers in compliance with STCW and with the approval of the STCW Executive Director, and to create and evaluate database of questions for competence-based examination as per the STCW Table of Competencies. The International Maritime Organization, or IMO, has released a short animated video highlighting the importance of safety standards on domestic passenger ferries and the development of model regulations. The video was launched during IMO's Maritime Safety Committee, or MSC 104, which is in the process of finalizing model regulations on domestic ferry safety. This provides framework provisions which can be adopted by interested countries for direct incorporation into national law. Domestic ferry operations play a crucial role in the movement of people and goods in many regions around the world, but about 95% of ferry casualties worldwide occur during domestic operations. The video has been possible through collaboration between IMO and the Royal Thai government. Let's watch the video.
Domestic ferry operations play a crucial role in the movement of people and goods in many regions around the world. But about 95% of ferry casualties worldwide occur during domestic operations. The indisputable fact remains that loss of lives is still unacceptably high. To address this problem, the International Maritime Organization, IMO, through its Maritime Safety Division, has undertaken a series of initiatives to establish effective global safety standards which may be applied to domestic ferries. Such initiatives have been undertaken in collaboration with member states, UN bodies, and NGOs, and are designed to ensure that more robust national regulations related to passenger ship safety are put in place in countries where passenger ship transportation does not have a good safety record. IMO has identified more than 30 causes of domestic ferry accidents. These include domestic ferries being unfit for purpose, overloading, sailing in bad weather, unclear demarcation of responsibilities, and most importantly, unclear legislation on domestic ferry safety. IMO'S Convention for Safety of Life at Sea, SOLAS, is the main international treaty covering safety of navigation, construction, stability, operations, life-saving and fire systems requirements. But most SOLAS regulations only apply to ships on international voyages. This means that domestic ferries, those engaged in trade within a single country's national waters, are not generally covered by the international regulations.
Meantime, the Association of Asian Classification Societies, or ACS, recently released guidelines on recommendations to improve safety of domestic ferries and passenger ships. ACS is an association of 7 classification societies headquartered in Asia. The recommendations are derived from a study of accidents on domestic ferries and passenger ships and their investigation reports within the period of 2008 to 2019. The team also recognized that lessons learned from accidents on passenger ships in developed countries would also be beneficial to the Asian context, especially for the developed nations in Asia. Among ACS recommendations from study of accidents in Asian fleet are establishment and enhancement of maritime safety framework by national authorities, improving weather forecasts and reporting, adequate supervision by the maritime regulator, safety management systems of operators, ensure adequate training of masters and crew, improve the search and rescue infrastructure, and life-saving appliances. Up next, PCG strengthens partnership with PMMA. Core Power pushes for nuclear-powered shipping.
What if I tell you that KSIM Connect has become a reality? It is the cloud-based ecosystem for maritime education and training, where Kongsberg provides simulation and services to all members. As an instructor, my main goal is to educate and train seafarers to acquire skills promoting safety, sustainability, and efficiency at sea. At KSIM Connect, I can efficiently manage my simulators, my exercises, and my students. In the exercise archive, I can store my library of exercises, and if I want, collaborate and share them with my colleagues or others in the global community. KSIM Connect enables me to give students access to cloud simulation, so they can train anytime and anywhere while learning at their own pace. In addition, I can explore the library of models and exercise areas, download or subscribe those that fit the learning objectives. And I can even order spare parts or a service visit if needed. Kongsberg has started to create the future of maritime education and training by creating the community where instructors can find news, explore and download available simulator models, distribute or share exercises that fit the curriculum. Imagine using KSIM Connect to integrate our simulators in the same virtual exercise environment, enabling students to train and interact together. It doesn't matter whether you're in Singapore, Australia, or in the United States. As long as you're online, you are part of the knowledge sharing community. Kongsberg is shaping the future of maritime education and training by creating the community. Let's continue building this community together for the benefit of ourselves and the entire maritime training industry. Join KSIM Connect today.
Mariana Academy of Maritime Studies. Full STCW assessment for seafarers. One-stop shop. Unique with mapped-up bridge. Mariana Academy of Maritime Studies stands firm on its commitment on training and assessment despite challenges of the pandemic. Coast Guard or PCG has strengthened its partnership with the Philippine Merchant Marine Academy or PMMA. PCG Commandant Vice Admiral Leopoldo Laroya and PMMA Superintendent Commodore Joel Abutal signed a Memorandum of Agreement or MOA during PCG's 120th anniversary celebrations. Laroya says the PMMA has been a dependable partner of PCG in the development of its human resources. Some PMMA graduates now hold key positions in PCG, while some graduates of the PCG PMMA cadetship program are manning the Coast Guard's vessels. Laroya adds the initiative to strengthen its existing MOA with PMMA, signed in 2014, aims to make it more suitable and responsive to the fast-changing dynamics of the maritime sector. Meanwhile, Abutal explains that the new agreement will allow PCG and PMMA to create more avenues of cooperation such as faculty and experts exchange, training and seminars, cadetship program, and through PMMA graduate school program. Core Power Chairman and CEO Mikal Bo is pushing for nuclear-powered shipping with the building of soft-powered all-electric ships. In a virtual press conference, Bo underscores that the molten salt reactor or MSR technology has the potential to revolutionize the commercial shipping industry by making the largest ships faster, cleaner, and more efficient. He explains that MSR is the viable technical solution for commercial shipping because it passed the 3 required criteria.
These 3 criteria, very specifically, are summarized as follows. The first criteria is we must be able to run the reactor or run the energy system without refueling for the lifetime of a ship. And the reason for this is that means we will not have any handling of spent fuels, or if you like, nuclear waste, in any ports anywhere in the world. By having a closed system that does not need refueling, we go from the point where the ship was built all the way around for 25, 30 years back to where it came from, and that's where the spent fuel is handled. That's an important criteria. The second one, and I think this is probably the one that most people are always asking questions about when we put this to the market, and that is we need passive walk-away fail-safes. So in case of a marine accident, a grounding or a collision or an explosion, anything that can happen with the ship, even if it sinks, we need to be able to rely on the system to shut itself down and to stop functioning as an energy system. So it doesn't need operator action in order to deal with an emergency. And the third criteria is that we need to be able to have this as a small machine, not as a big power station, not something that we need for the electricity grid, but something that we can use as a small, if you like, as a benevolent machine for heavy industry and heavy transport, a workhorse, if you like, for the industry. That means also that we can mass produce it and we can bring the costs down substantially.
Meanwhile, Marino World asked Bo what training requirements should MSR-powered ships need. This was his response.
Good afternoon from the Philippines. I'm Lynn Bacani from Marino World. My question is, would MSRS powered ships require additional skills or training from seafarers or crew? If so, what are those skills or trainings that they should take to be able to perform on this type of ships?
Thank you, Lynn. That's a topic that we didn't cover today, but yes, the rules and regulations around these ships will require specific crew to have specific training on the technology, as with any technology. Gas-powered ships today need specially gas-trained crews. Seafarers, of course, need to be able to do their job. We are looking here at a possibility of providing qualified crew with the technology. So rather than training all crew on the technology, there will be a specific number of crew members, if you like, attached to the crew of the ship, who are specialists on the technology. But yes, they will require special training, and that training facility is actually in the process of early designs here in the United Kingdom as we speak. It'll take a few years before that's up and running, but it's really if you like, a full test system with all of the control systems and the monitoring systems, and of course a virtual bridge there to train seafarers on this. Seafarers who are specifically trained on this technology will need to have a high level of education in terms of some nuclear engineering skills, etc. So we are expecting, if you like, a new generation of seafarers to come into the market and also provide new opportunities for existing seafarers who wish to move into, if you like, a higher pay, more advanced part of their career. I hope that answers your question.
Next, on Maritime Viewpoints, founder Jun In-yon Jr. with his son Joey showcases the ingenuity of Filipinos to the world. XLog, the world's first blockchain-based end-to-end shipping and logistics platform. Marino World Weekend, stay tuned on Marino World Online for more maritime news and views. See you again next Saturday. I am Lynn Bacani.